Hello! Today we're going to do another activity with beans, and as Maria Montessori said, bring the inside out and the outside in. So because these days it's very difficult to get closer to nature, we're going to bring the attention to the nature that we can find just here, maybe in some dried beans. So we're going to be sprouting, and I'm sure you have all done this before, but we're going to give it a twist. So very simple. We have a couple of each. We have pinto beans, white beans, chickpeas and black beans, our usuals. And we're gonna use, these are makeup remover pads, and very easily we're gonna open it a little bit, take a couple of each of our beans. I'm using 2 of each because sometimes they just don't sprout, but usually they do. And an easy way to do this for your child would be this one. For example, you can think another way, but this is easy enough. So I'm gonna wrap it a little bit, just gonna put it here. So as we said, we're gonna do this because we want to bring indoors the nature that we cannot observe outdoors these days. But also we're going to focus on something else, which is the scientific method. Maria Montessori developed her pedagogy, which is also called the scientific pedagogy, by using observation and by recording those observations in a very, very tidy way. So order is key if you want to be scientific, and we're going to invite you to introduce science to your children through something as simple as sprouting beans. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to show you in a second. So we are going to use something like this. We are going to make a very simple tally. So this is a very simple tally. As you can see on top, we have put 1 of each of the beans we're going to sprout, because visually it's just easier for the children, especially for those who are not yet writing or reading. And then we have written down the days that we're gonna be observing this process of sprouting and growing. And we're just gonna mark when are they sprouting, the first day or the second day, and from then on, how long are they growing. So you're just gonna need basically 1 ruler, and I'm gonna show you our beans and how they look now, because we have sprouted these ones 6 days ago. Okay, so it's very important that at the beginning, before you start recording your observations, you make a lot of questions with your children. It's doing an hypothesis. Which one do you think is gonna sprout first? Which one do you think is going to be the longest one after 4 days? So you have to talk about what you think, and then you have to record. And this is the basic of a scientific method. So these are our beans now. As you can see, it's fascinating how they grow. You're not going to be able to see the spring outdoors, but you can see the energy of something as small as a bean or a seed, and without soil or anything, just by its own power, it's growing. I find it fascinating. And you can see as the outer shell is coming out, and we are also using the ruler to measure how long the sprout is. Now, reaching this point, we are gonna probably transfer them to a pot with some soil, and that's something else that you can do. And you can keep on taking measures of which one is growing, which one is not, with a different but similar tally. And here you have another very easy way to spend quality time with your children, just appreciating something that you all have at home, your beads. Hope you enjoy it, and if you liked it, please subscribe and share. Bye!